I don't know about you, but I am just a little hauled out. So today I am talking with you about the 10 or so style tips that I share with my clients and I also use for myself. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Oralia. I am a personal stylist, and my passion in life is to help plus size women look and feel their absolute best. I believe that we all deserve to look and feel beautiful, regardless of size or age. As a personal stylist, one of the biggest things that I do for my clients is I talk with them about how to be their most stylish self. I give them these tips. Some of them are not groundbreaking, others can be very, very life changing. What I mean by contrast dressing is wearing things that juxtapose against each other. When you're dressing in that contrast, what it's doing is it's creating friction between the elements of your outfit, and that in turn comes across as being very stylish. It's intentional and yet is effortless. One of my most favorite ways of doing this is by combining tailored pieces with casual pieces. I'm talking about like maybe wearing a blazer with a pair of trousers, a t-shirt, and some sneakers. You're taking a couple of casual elements along with a couple of tailored elements and you're bringing them together in such a way that comes across as being very, very stylish. It's very intentional and yet very effortless at the same time. Another one of my favorite ways of contrast dressing is mixing the masculine with the feminine. So think about Christian Dior, original Christian Dior. One of his most famous looks had a structured blazer and a full skirt. So you've got that juxtaposition of the masculine and the feminine. Carolina Herrera is another really great example of this because she wears a men's style button-down shirt and combining it with beautiful skirts, with a full skirt. So you've got that juxtaposition of the masculine and the feminine. This outfit is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I've got a button-down shirt and I've got a full skirt on as well. So it's that mix of the masculine and feminine that's causing friction and makes for a very, very beautiful outfit. The other combination that I am very, very fond of is taking the collarless lady jacket, a ladylike jacket like that, and mixing it with a pair of jeans and even a pair of loafers. So you've got something that's a little bit more classic mixed with something that is definitely more laid back. Another great example is what we started doing in the 90s of mixing a blazer with a pair of jeans. That is even still relevant today. So it's that taking of one thing and adding something completely different to it that makes it really beautiful and makes it very, very stylish. Using the 3-color rule is one of the easiest ways, I think, of being stylish. You want to make sure that even if you're wearing neutrals, that you keep it to 3 colors because that makes it a lot easier on the eye. It's very classic. It's somewhat minimal and it is quite lovely. And I'm not talking about just neutrals. I'm talking about any kind of color combination. Even if you're going with all brights, you want to keep it to 3 colors because if you start branching out and adding that 4th or 5th color, it becomes a little bit overwhelming and the clothes start to wear you more than the other way around. For those of you out there that are maximalists, I will guarantee that you probably have got a larger than life personality in some form or fashion. And that's the thing about personal style. It's your personality that's coming out in front, and that's what you want. So if you're a maximalist and you wear it well, then great, awesome, because you've got the personality that's in front of what you're wearing. You never ever want the clothes to wear you. You want to wear the clothes. And if you've got a really larger than life personality, then maximalism suits you well. For most of us, sticking with the 3-color rule, it will keep your style cohesive. It will allow you to shine through. And it also makes getting dressed a lot easier, in my opinion. Monochromatic or tonal dressing is another way that you can easily pull outfits together. When you are dressed in a monochromatic outfit or a tonal outfit, it just makes it really super easy to throw something together. I fall back on this a lot, especially when it comes to like having an outfit uniform. Usually there's at least one in rotation that is a monochromatic look. It's really super easy to look polished in a monochromatic outfit or a tonal outfit. I can just throw the outfit on without really trying or thinking about it. And by the way, the difference between monochromatic dressing and tonal dressing is that monochromatic is all one color. So all black or all gray or all blue. Tonal dressing is more using shades of the same color. Either one of those ways of dressing will make dressing super easy and you'll look really polished and pulled together. I've done it so many times and I feel really good when I do it because I'm not putting a lot of thought into the outfit and yet at the same time I look very pulled together. So you get that, kind of like effortless chic. Minimal branding can be quite a controversial subject because, well, I'm wearing a branded piece right now. I've got my Valentino belt. There's nothing wrong with wearing a branded piece. What I mean by minimal branding is not wearing everything branded. If you want to throw in a branded piece here and there, that's fine, but don't let the entire outfit be branded. It could be anything from wearing Gucci head to toe with the Gucci logo on it, or it could be wearing like a Balenciaga t-shirt and a pair of Prada sneakers and a Gucci bag and a Louis Vuitton wallet. And, you've got all the designers on show. What that does is that hides who you are because your clothing is speaking louder than you, regardless of what your personal style is. When it comes to looking impeccably dressed, you don't want your clothing to do all of the talking for you. It just speaks to a sense of lack, I think. It's like you're trying too hard to prove to the world that you have money. It's kind of tacky, if I have to be honest. And I always discourage my clients from going with full on branding because it's just not conducive to a strong personal style. You have no personal style when you dress in that way because you're just showing and advertising brands. So limit your branded pieces to one or two at most and wear them with pride, wear them and love them and enjoy them. And, if they make you feel good, then yeah, by all means. With the coming of quiet luxury and the old money aesthetic, branding became kind of a bad word. It's a good thing because it's forced us to dress in a much more stylish way because we have to rely on the actual clothing to speak to our personal style versus just wearing nothing but branded pieces. And I was really glad when those two movements came about because I was never a fan of crazy branding. I knew that it just takes away from your personal style when you dress in that way. Staying aligned with your 3 style words is probably one of the most important things that you can do. I say 3 style words, but really in essence, hi sweetie, but really in essence, what it means is staying aligned with your personal style because your 3 words really are descriptors of your personal style. If you're wondering, by the way, what 3 style words are, it's a method brought up by Alison Bornstein. She's a stylist. I have to say that it is quite brilliant because it is such a succinct way of describing your personal style and getting to know your personal style. I created a video talking about the 3 style words and interpreting Alison Bornstein's methodology. I'll have that linked up here in the cards as well as in the description bar down below. But essentially what it is looking at everything that you have in your closet and what you're wearing the most, then determining what you're aspiring to in your style and how you want your personal style to make you feel. So my 3 words are classic, elegant, and sophisticated. And I would say that maybe you can sprinkle in a little bit of feminine or romantic into my 3 words because I tend to lean on that, but it kind of aligns with elegant and sophisticated anyway because those 2 words are very, I think, feminine words. That's how I define my personal style. But whatever your 3 words are, if you are aligning to them, then that means, first of all, you're saving yourself some money. You're not wasting money on pieces that don't align to your style. Also, it makes it really super easy to understand your style and to dress in alignment. For me, at any rate, makes getting dressed so much fun because I love my 3 words, and I love exuding that in my clothing. And so I have a lot of fun getting dressed because I understand my 3 words and I am very tightly aligned with those 3 words. Now, one thing to note about the 3 words is that, well, you change, you evolve, and your personal style evolves with you. So the 3 words are not written in stone. They are going to change, they are going to evolve. Your style words today were not your style words 10, 20 years ago, and are not your style words 10 to 20 years from now. There's going to be some changes that occur because you have to change. Otherwise, you get stagnant, and that also takes away from your style. So you always want to keep evolving, and your 3 words will change with you. So keep that in mind. I use the 3 words and personal style interchangeably. They're both the same thing. It's just the 3 words is an easier way, I think, of us wrapping our heads around personal style. Sandwich dressing has been around forever. The term sandwich dressing, though, came about, I think Lydia Tomlinson started using that terminology. And essentially, what that means is wearing a color on the top and then wearing the same color on the bottom. So, for instance, you're wearing a red top, you're wearing maybe some cream colored pants, and you've got a pair of red shoes on. So you've created a sandwich. The red top and the red shoes are the 2 pieces of bread. The pants and everything else in between is the middle of the sandwich. And what that does, it does a few things. It creates cohesion in your outfit, first of all, which is something that you always want to have in your outfits. Some form of common thread or cohesion in your outfits. Secondly, it helps to help the eye move up and down the body. So you may be thinking, I'm petite or short. I can't wear a contrasting color on my feet to my pants. But that's not exactly true. Any kind of visual illusion of being slender or being taller, it involves having the eye moving up and down. And that sandwich dressing does exactly that. It causes the eye to move up and down. It gives the illusion that you are taller than you actually are, or that you are more slender than you actually are, because the eye is constantly going up and down. It's really an excellent little trick. You can break it apart a little bit by adding a belt. That will also help to tie everything together, or having a handbag in the same color as your top. You could even use a pair of sunglasses to create that elongated look as well. There's a lot of ways that you can execute this sandwich look, but the easiest, and I think the probably safest way of doing it, is going with a top and a shoe that are both in the same color. I can't even count how many times I have had a plus size woman tell me that they can't wear belts. That is so not true. Anyone can wear a belt. As a matter of fact, I recommend that everyone wear a belt, because a belt doesn't make you look bigger. A belt actually makes you look smaller because it helps to define your shape. You just have to find the right placement for your belt. Basic rule of thumb is find the smallest part on your body and put the belt there. If the smallest part on your body is right under your chest, then move it down a little bit. You don't have to wear it here all the time. Just move it down a little bit. But you definitely do not want to put it across the biggest part of your body. I will never, ever, ever wear a belt across myself here. I've got short legs, so this works for me because it helps to bring the eye up and make my legs look longer. If you're short-waisted, there's a little bit more of a challenge. You might want to put the belt down a little bit lower on the hip. Regardless of what you may believe, everyone can wear a belt. And I highly, highly encourage everyone to wear a belt, because in a lot of cases, like I said, the belt helps to define your waist, but also some clothing needs a belt in order to define the waist. I could have gotten away without wearing a belt with this particular skirt because it's nice and gathered around my waist. If I'm wearing something like a shirt dress, for instance, something that has no shape, you want to wear a belt because that's going to give you shape. If you wear it shapeless, you're only going to look bigger. I know it's really challenging for a lot of women, especially women of size, to put a belt on. What I tell a lot of people, both clients and here on my channel, is I tell them to take baby steps. Wear the belt at home. Get used to seeing yourself with the belt, because a lot of the cannot wear a belt mentality is here in your mind, because a lot of times you perceive yourself in a much worse light than others perceive you. And it was that realization that helped me to learn to wear a belt, because I used to have that same fear. I used to be like, well, everybody's going to say I look fat. Well, actually, no, nobody cares. It dawned on me one day that nobody around me cared that I was fat. They talked to me and respected me for my capabilities and for my ability to do a good job and my integrity and, all of that. That's what they valued. They didn't see me in the way that I saw me or in the way that I thought they saw me, because I was projecting my own insecurities onto them. Always accessorize your outfits. This falls kind of into the wear versus style kind of mentality. When you wear something, you've got a t-shirt on, a pair of jeans, maybe some sneakers, you pull your hair up in a bun or whatever, and you consider yourself dressed. When you style something, you are tucking in the shirt, adding a belt, adding some accessories, maybe grabbing a nice bag, maybe putting on a baseball cap instead of tying your hair up in a bun, putting on a pair of loafers or maybe a pair of fashion sneakers, not your runners, things like that, where you look a little more intentional. You look like you took a little bit more time to get dressed, that you cared a little bit more about yourself to make sure that you looked polished and pulled together, even though all you're wearing is a t-shirt, jeans, and a pair of sneakers. It's all of the other accessories that you add to it that give it that style, and the other things that you do to the outfit to give it that style, to give you that style that makes it look like you care enough about yourself to take a few minutes to style yourself. A lot of people say the personal style is superficial, but it is not. It runs very, very deep. Fashion can be superficial, but personal style is really, it's a deep thing. And when you care enough about yourself to style yourself and to put on all of these little finishing touches that really don't take that much more time, then you look fantastic. You look a lot more polished, you look a lot more pulled together, and you don't look like you're trying too hard, but you're trying enough, right? You're at least trying. So, adding accessories, taking the time to style yourself are all ways that you can really bump up your personal style and look better and feel better as a result. A lot of you have asked me, what is an elevated basic? Well, an elevated basic is when you take something that is pretty straightforward. Well, let's use a button down shirt as an example. I am wearing a button down shirt, but my button down shirt is elevated. Why? Because it has a stripe. Not only that, it has got contrasting directions in the stripe. Oh, and I've got color in my stripe. I've got a goldenrod, black and white in my stripe. Oh, and my sleeves are puffier than a normal button down. So this is a button down shirt for all intents and purposes, but it is an elevated button down shirt because it's got these style elements that make it special, that make it different, that make it elevated. It could be as simple as taking a plain cotton t-shirt, but maybe the sleeves have a little bit of gathering here, so it's got a little bit of a puff up at the top. That's an elevated basic. Maybe your t-shirt is made of cashmere. That's an elevated basic. It's when you take something that is, like I said, very straightforward, very plain, and you do something to it to make it a little bit more special. And incorporating these special pieces that are pretty much fashioned after a basic piece, but they're not, really add a little bit of style oomph to your wardrobe. They give you a lot more flexibility as well. They make you feel less bored with your outfits because they're a little bit different. They're a little bit special. And I always tell people it's important to have the basics in your wardrobe because those are the building blocks, but it's just as important to have its elevated cousin as well. That way you've got choices. You can either go with something very simple because you're going to zhuzh up your outfit in some other way, or you can use that basic that's elevated to zhuzh up your outfit in some way. It makes you a lot more stylish. When you match your pieces, and by pieces I mean matching your belt to your bag, or matching your bag to your shoes, or matching your belt to your shoes, when you do that matching, you actually bring a lot of cohesion to your outfit. It's a lot more intentional, maybe it's a lot more considered. It is something that you think about bringing together and making look really good. Matching all three, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with it necessarily, except that I tend to think it looks a little bit matronly, maybe a little bit outdated, maybe just a little bit too matchy matchy. But I have done it in the past and it looks good. It doesn't look bad when you match all of them. It just can look a little bit matronly sometimes, depending on what you're wearing. But matching two pieces will really bring a lot of cohesion to your outfit. It will really make it look pulled together. Even if all you're wearing is jeans and a t-shirt and a pair of sneakers. If you've got a pair of sneakers that are maybe black and your belt is also black, then you're good. You can wear a contrasting color bag and that looks really, really awesome. I think that it looks really, really beautiful when you do that because it brings a lot of cohesion to the outfit. It really helps you to look styled. And I'm a little bit OCD when it comes to my metallic finishes, though, I will admit. And maybe I shouldn't be that way, but that's just how I am. So I've accepted that about myself and I've decided to move on and, it is what it is. But when you're matching your leathers, let's just say, matching two of them, I think is a little bit more modern, a little bit more current than matching all of them or not matching them at all. Confidence in personal style is everything. Everything. No matter how pulled together and polished you look, if you're not confident, the outfit doesn't work. If you enjoy wearing your capris and sneakers and a t-shirt because you feel fantastic, you feel like you can conquer the world in your capris, sneakers, and t-shirts, even though everybody, including me, says that you shouldn't wear that, if you feel amazing, like you're your most powerful, beautiful, confident self in that outfit, then wear it. Wear it with pride. But if you're wearing those capris, sneakers, and t-shirt because you couldn't be bothered to put anything else on, even though you know that it makes you look older, it makes you look a little bit frumpy, and you don't feel that sense of empowerment, you don't feel that sense of confidence and like your most stylish self, then that outfit is doing a disservice. Because confidence is lacking. Confidence will make or break an outfit. It will absolutely make or break an outfit. And you won't pull that outfit off in the way that you want to. When you've got shoes that hurt your feet, that affects your confidence. When you've got clothes on that are too tight, that affects your confidence. When you put an outfit on and it makes you feel fantastic, then you know you've got a good outfit on your hands, because that confidence that you feel in that outfit that's making you feel so good, that's going to shine through. That's what people are going to see. That's what people are going to be attracted to. That's what's going to make them turn to you as the expert. That's what's going to make them want to talk to you. That's what's going to make them want to give you that promotion. That's what's going to make them want to make you the chair of a charity. It's those things. All of these tips come together and help to give you that confidence. But if you don't have that confidence, these tips don't mean shit. I know I'm cussing a lot in this video because it's tough love. It is. It's tough love. You have to be confident in what you're wearing. And following these tips will help to get you to that confident point. It will help to make you feel more stylish. It will help to make you feel more beautiful. It will help to make you feel more powerful. It will help you to step into that woman that you envision. So, there you have it. I'm going to leave you with another video right here in case you're interested in watching more. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you in that video. Bye.